It's no secret that the local economy is fragile. Second quarter GDP figures showed contractions of output in key sectors like agriculture, manufacturing and mining. It may well be that there's a time lag between the economic growth falling and when that eventually impacts on jobs. Despite the rand's relative weakness, tourism numbers have been recorded down. Many observers blame the current immigration rules for this and expect jobs in that sector to be hit.
I expect unemployment to have gone up. Right, that we're actually going to see a net decrease in jobs, and it may well be the start of a whole series of quarters where we actually see jobs contract, because it may well be that South Africa is in recession, even if the third quarter is not a negative number, that there's a consumer confidence is at decade lows, business confidence is at decade lows, and we need to bear that in mind. That's still feeding through, and these numbers are still heading down.
A combination of global and domestic factors have conspired to put the South African economy under pressure. But there is much that can be done at a local level to improve the investment climate. The issue of loosening labour regulations is often raised by some quarters.
We need to put ourselves on a competitive footing in a global space in terms of regulation. We need to make South Africa one of the easier places to do business, not one of the more difficult places to do business. That's why we become a haven from what's happening externally rather than a victim of what's happening externally. And then we have to actually reform our taxes so that they actually serve the economy better. We cannot tax capital formation. In other words, it's like eating seeds and then wondering why we're not getting harvests.
A picture of a downturn in employment creation will undoubtedly rattle Treasury's cage, as fewer employed people in the formal sector means lower income tax revenues for the fiscus. Nompumelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.